in your family, you probably have that one person, not because they are older than all other people or because they have more degree. People just find them to be to be wise, and then everyone seems to want to have their opinion about everything that is going on in their life. So for this set of people, it is important for this set of people to take further steps to learn how to advise people and how to guide people. So it is important for, for I always caution myself from having to tell people to do A or B. Like, should I go to school or not? Should I get a degree or not? Should I take this job or not? I often find myself running away from helping people make those kinds of decisions. What I want to do is guide people towards making the best decisions they want, like what they want to do. Like, usually, before people come to you to say, should I do A or B, they have something in their mind they really wanted to do. All you have to do is to listen, take more longer time instead of just going in 50 seconds saying, oh yeah, A is better, I think B is better. If you take longer time, listen to them and ask them questions around what they wanted to do or around what they want for their life, you would hear from them giving you reasons why they want to do things. And if you advise them in that line, it will probably be a better decision than just from your own perspective, only from your own knowledge, saying do A or B.
Yeah. I think being a good mentor has to come with experience and empathy. Like, if you don't have the experience, you can't be a good mentor. But if you don't have empathy as well, you can't be like, if you're giving me advice just because you like the sound of your voice when you're giving me advice, that makes no sense. If you're giving me advice, it has to be genuinely for my best interest. So the people in those positions, as you've described in the family unit, where they know they're the role models or they know they're the leaders of the family, they have to give the right advice. It's on them to be accountable and responsible to know I have to make sure I'm giving the best advice for this person in this situation. I can't be reckless or careless with that responsibility and just think I'm the leader, you should do everything I say. Because again, if you're taking on that responsibility of being the leader, it's a responsibility, it's a job. You have to make sure you're doing it well. There's no point taking on that responsibility if you're not planning to do it well. So you have to take it seriously and make sure you're still giving the best advice that you believe is right, but again, it's from the perspective of the person, not your perspective. Yeah. So yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, I just believe that Africans need to take this context of family and the context of relatives and the context of how we interact as a family unit more seriously, and understand that we family has to be a unit. It can't just be a group of people. It has to be a unit. Those people have to move as one. If they're not moving as one, it loses the essence of being family. If we're just everybody just going around their own way, doing their own thing, but just because we have the same last name or we lived in the same household, we need to bind ourselves by this family, then I don't think it's healthy. So either we come together and align ourselves in the right path we want to go, or we decide it is what it is, man. We're just relatives and keep it cool, keep it blessed, keep it positive, no rudeness, no disregard, but we're all going in different sections and we just need to keep it there. So and it to help us, I recommend we go with the family units and make sure everyone aligns, because good family structures builds good communities, and that's what we need in our society, good strong communities. And but if you have a situation where families are fragmented, where people live individually, it's easy for them to get emancipated to the wider society or the government, where they have no direction in life, and you have situations where it's very easy for people to get oppressed. It's like the old Nigerian saying or Igbo saying, if you it's easy to break a broomstick alone, but it's hard to break it in a bunch of a broom.
Yeah.
So if you live individually and emancipate yourself from the family to the wider society or the government, it's easy for the government to oppress you, it's easy for other people to oppress you or break you or live in this situation. But if you have a strong family unit which builds a strong community unit, then you're safer. But it has to be built. It can't just be guaranteed or a
Yeah,
thing. Like
or
you,
just a
the
name.
name that
Yeah.
we all just have the same name or the same great grandfather. No, it doesn't work like that. We all have to come to the same page and make it work. All sides or both sides or how many people are you guys.